is Canon Dr. Patience Heasley. I'm originally from Freetown, Sierra Leone, and I came to Zambia in 1972. I actually was preparing to go to Germany because I had been accepted at Heidelberg University and some other universities when I applied, and then I had a choice whether I should go to England because that's where my family, they all went to school, but I wanted to go somewhere different where I could help, and I thought they need doctors in Africa, so I chose Africa. And I'll tell you an interesting story. I fell in love with Dr. Kenneth Kaunda when he came to my country on a state visit, and he was in a Copper Land Rover with my president, and I said, wow, what a good looking president, and very intelligent one too. And so when I was asked, given a choice, I said I would like to go to Zambia because there was so much at that time with the Rhodesian War, the things that he was doing, and I thought he was a great man, and I still think he was a great man. He's been a statesman. So I started learning German because I was supposed to have gone to Germany, but then I decided to change. I said, okay, let me go to Africa. So that's how I came into Africa, a young girl. And I know I had quite a bit of challenge at the beginning because the people at the university used to laugh at my accent, but it was fun because I met quite a number of people who were actually my friends who accepted me for who I am. I started learning Lozi, but I found it was too much for me. I tried Tonga, it was a little bit heavy. And the thing is, people never gave me an opportunity to learn any language because whatever I said, they would laugh at it. From there, I worked at the University Teaching Hospital, and I did very, very well in what I was doing. I had a passion for what I was doing because I love people. I love to help. Because I come from a family of doctors and priests, and as kids, my granddad used to do missionary work as a doctor in the different parts of towns, and then we used to go. My dad would put us on the train. We go very early because people ask me, why do you like so much having people around? Why do you like to help them and even keep them in your home? Well, it's from the background that I'm in, and sometimes people think that it's too good. You shouldn't be doing things like that. But that's how I grew up. So in case you find me having so many grandchildren and daughters in Zambia, it's because of the way I was brought up by my family, and so I've always been there to help the needy, people who cannot afford to look after themselves, because I think it's a shame, which is one of the reasons why I'm in Zambia, because Africa actually, they need a lot of doctors. Pathology was one of my best subjects, and I got one of the best marks in Zambia. And I want to thank the people of Zambia because the education then was very good, because my lecturer was very strict with me. Whilst I was at University Teaching Hospital, I was chosen to have a clinic for the members of Central Committee and the top officials, and I was very happy and proud. And besides, not being a Zambian was an advantage because there was nothing to fear that I was going to take sides when I was treating these top officials. And so when I left to go into private practice, they were not very happy with me. And it was interesting enough that they even reported me to anti-corruption, and I had to go and explain why I left the government. Well, I thank God because it meant I was given a good service, and I didn't want to. But then of course there was a reason why I had to leave. I love teaching, and I used to teach the medical students, and then of course the nurses, and then there's some top people now in Zambia who actually, by the grace of God, were my students, and now they're ministers and all that. They do respect me for the part I played in their life, and I thank God for that. For me, it was, I'm humbled enough to receive the recognition they give me wherever I go. I left, I was running primary care services, which was one of the best clinics in Zambia, and we looked after most of the embassies, we looked after most of the top organizations, the banks, We looked after the accounting companies, and I got the opportunity to meet quite a number of people, and then from there my part was separated, and then I started my own clinic, in which I am able to do what I feel like doing. I still offer free services to some people, those who cannot afford to pay. Sometimes I'm told you are very weak. Why are you trying to help? You sort of thinking about your work. But then on the other hand, in the church, I have done a lot of work for the Lord, because I believe everything I have is from God, and I owe everything I have to Him, because if it wasn't for God, even being in Zambia, I think it was because of His doing. He brought me here for a purpose. And so I've done a lot of activities in the church, and I have been privileged to have a program on Radio Phoenix, which has been going on from about 2000 up to now. And I thank Radio Phoenix for, even after Mr. Hickey passed away, I've been allowed to continue to create a lot of awareness on cancer. Now I talk about other conditions as well, just to help the people of Zambia where they are. And people stream from different countries. We used to have from as far as Canada. People send messages from England, from America, Europe, South Africa, Australia, and we are reaching out. And I'm very humbled and thankful that people were listening wherever they were, and that others have been educated, and people meet me and they hear my voice and they said, "Are you the one on the radio?" And I said, "Thank God, it means that people are listening." It's not so much who I am, but the message was being taken through. God made the world. He never said this is Zambia, this is Sierra Leone, this is Nigeria. It's man who made the marks. So we are all the same, we're one people. So we should be united and we should help one another. So I am prepared to go anywhere I'm called with the knowledge, because this knowledge was not given to me for myself. It was given for me to improve the lives of other people. I am from Freetown, Sierra Leone, a Creole, and I am a migrant, and I came to Zambia in 1972, and I have not regretted, and the God has made me touch the lives of as many people as He wanted.